What's good, trendsetters? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I am Will and you are watching Swill TV. I say y'all saw the title, y'all so thunder see I know what y'all doing today. Well, actually I don't, because this is the first video of this series. So a few weeks ago, I was laying in my bed and I was like, Will, why don't you come up with another segment to add to your channel? And I was like, well, what can I do that I haven't already done? Because as you can see, there's something for everybody on Trusted Wiz TV. So if you are not a trusted, please become one. It's free to click that red subscribe button right there. And you subscribe, because I know for a fact, you're gonna subscribe. Turn your post notifications so you get all, not none, and not some of the notification videos. I'm trying to tell you, like I said before, I would become interested because we got a little over here. Don't wait until I got 10K, 100K, a million. Speaking of 10K, congratulations to us, the trendsetters. We just hit 7K the other day. That's crazy. I just thank y'all for all the support and love, especially during this month, because this month has been really stressful and depressing for me. Like I said in my last video, I had a mental breakdown. I don't want to be too deep into it because this video is not for this, but it's a part of this video. But anyways, so speaking of this video, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is a new series that I'm bringing to my channel. So on this series, it will be called Behind the Lyrics, as y'all see in the title. And in Behind the Lyrics, it's basically a listener's take on the song. You know how Genius, like, they have the artist, and the artist talks about the lyrics and what made them write the song and what they was feeling. On this series, I'm going to be talking about how the song made me feel and what I get from the song. Because you know how people listen to songs and they get certain things that other people don't get. And so the way that I feel about a song, you might not feel about it. So the first song that I'm going to be doing on this series is called Close My Eyes. Close My Eyes is a song by Mariah Carey off her Butterfly album. This is my favorite album of all time. Zero skips, period, point blank. And the reason why I picked this song is because the beginning of this song, it makes me think about my childhood. Tomorrow, July 22nd, would make a year since my grandmother died. And the last verse in this song, it makes me think about her. But I ain't gonna say nothing else. Let's get into the video. So after the intro, the first verse is, I was a wayward child with the weight of the world that I held deep inside. Life was a winding road and I learned many things little one should know. When I was younger, I felt the same way that she did. Basically, I had to do a lot. When I was younger, I had to take care of my sister. My dad was there. I seen him every other weekend. I didn't have a good relationship with him. And so a lot of the things that I learned about being a man, I had to learn from myself and from my grandfather. And my mother, she was there. I mean, I lived with her. We didn't have a good relationship then, and you know, we still don't have a good relationship now. I mean, we speak, but not how like a relationship should be with your parents. You should be able to talk to them about everything, but I can't talk to my parents about, you know, anything. I felt like I didn't have nobody. You know, I was just doing everything on my own. I had to carry so much on my shoulders. Like I said in my story time, I didn't tell anybody that I was gay or talk to any dudes until I got to high school, because I was just so disgusted with myself. I was so ashamed, and I couldn't talk to anybody around me because everybody was so judgmental. Everybody was so homophobic. Going through all that alone, it just hurt. If I would have known what I know now, then I probably would have been, you know, able to handle a lot of things differently. But I don't regret any of the things that I went through or I had to do growing up, because it made me into the person I am now. The chorus is, but I close my eyes, steady my feet on the ground, raise my head to the sky, and though times roll by, still I feel like a child as I look at the moon. Maybe I grew up a little too soon. What she's saying is that she went through stuff, but she still was a child at the end of the day. And I definitely felt the same way. Like, I felt like a child, but I was doing so much stuff. When I was like 7, I was more so like 13, just because of my experiences at that time. And even now that I'm 22, I'm about 30 in the head because of everything that I went through. There's a lot of things that I don't talk about and I won't on my channel just because of how traumatizing it was. But like I said, I don't regret any of my experiences because they made me into the person that I am today. However, I wish that I was able to enjoy my childhood more. I had to, you know, take care of my sister. And then, you know, when she got old enough to take care of herself, I still couldn't do nothing. So then when I got a job, that was the only time that I really was able to do anything. You know, I couldn't even, it was a lot of things that I wish I could have did. Like, I wanted to play sports. I wanted to play basketball and football, but my mom said I couldn't, so that's how I ended up joining the band. But that's a whole different conversation for a different day. Then the hook is, la da 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 da. Yeah, y'all can go listen to that. But that's the hook. Then the second verse is funny how one can learn to grow numb to the madness and block it away. I let the worst unsaid, let it all dissipate, and I try to forget. So basically, you get used to what you're doing and what you're going through. It's another day. I'm just going through the motions, basically. Had to struggle. Never told any of my friends what I was going through, because I have trust issues, and I feel like, and I still feel like, people can use certain things against you, and I don't like that. You know, I have friends that I tell stuff to, but there's certain things that I just don't tell my friends. Then the chorus again, and then the hook. So the bridge is near the edge is the background. Oblivious, I almost, oblivious is the background. Fell right over, I almost just. There's a conversation for a different day. Now, isolated vocals, she said that she almost jumped, but in the lyrics it says I almost just. But Mariah, she lyrics her vocals so much that she has what she really be saying. There's a lot of stuff that the human ear doesn't pick up in a Mariah song unless you listen to an isolated script, because she has so many vocal layers in one song, and that's one of the reasons why I love Mariah, because of it. But this video is not about vocals, it's about lyrics. Anyways, so a part of me is the background, will never quite be able, will never be is the background, to feel stable. Whew, that's deep. That woman child, feeling inside, was on the verge of fading. Thankfully, I woke up in time. I'm about to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't need to cry. Do not need to cry. Like I said, you know, this song, it reminds me of my childhood, and also, you know, last year when my grandmother died. We about to get to that part after I talk about this bridge. The way that she worded things in the 90s, she was never straightforward. Like, you gotta have a certain mental to understand what she's saying. Mariah's lyrics aren't for the ignorant, it's for the intelligent. You can't just look at the lyrics and be like, oh, this is what she's saying. You gotta think deep into what she's saying. How I feel on this part is, you love the time that you spent with something or somebody. You just feel like, oh well, I'm just in the moment and I'm just gonna enjoy this moment. But it's the part of me that will never be, which play on words, it's a play on words. A part of me would never be quite able to feel stable. And so no matter what you do, I just can't feel complete. I can't feel one. I have trust issues, so I would never feel stable, period. But let's finish. In the third verse, this is where I think about my grandmother. And you know, when she died, all I could listen to was this song. Every time I would listen to the song, specifically this verse, I would think of my grandmother. It's so deep. It just made me cry every time I would listen to it. I'm gonna try not to cry reading it, but just bear with me. Guardian angel, I still await on the ocean with you by my side. Orange clouds roll by, they burn into your image, and you're still alive. I don't need to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't need to cry. I have never cried on YouTube, and I'm not about to start today. I'm not. So I'm gonna talk about this third verse. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm not about to cry on YouTube. So much to say, but I'm trying to make it quick because I don't want to dwell on this part, because like I said, it's very emotional for me. But guardian angel, I sail away on the ocean with you by my side. Orange clouds roll by, they burn into your image, and you're still alive. But I close my eyes. When you lose somebody, they're not there anymore, but you see them no matter what you do, and you feel them You feel them so much that they still feel alive, but they're not there. And I need to go ahead and end this video because I'm not trying to get emotional on YouTube. In my 2 years of doing YouTube, I have never cried on YouTube. Now I done talked about some deep stuff. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, you comment, and when you subscribe, because I know for a fact you are going to subscribe, turn your post notifications so you and not some notification videos. I'm trying to tell you, like I said before, if I were you, I would be commercial because as you can see, there's something for everybody on Transfer TV, and I would catch you on the next episode of Transfer TV. I am